Hey there guys, what is going on? My name is Dark and today we are going to take a look at the new MMO. This is beta footage of the new MMO Secret World, developed by Funcom, published by EA. And let's dive right into it. And as you can see in this particular beta, only the Templars were available. So let's go ahead and jump right into the creation screen. And one thing I didn't like right off the bat was that there was very limited customizations options. I know that it's still in beta, and you know there's still a lot of things that are to be added to the game. I don't know why, because it's going to be released fairly soon. But not too much customization options, and I didn't particularly like the character models. I think that they could have done a better job working on the look and just the general feel of the character. I feel that they cheaped out, I guess. They created this expansive, very detailed cities, and the characters are just blah, to be honest. Like, I know, again, I know that this is the beta, and I know that they were holding stuff back. They didn't want to, you know, reveal everything. But they could have added a little bit more customizations options. Actually, I actually cut out some of the customization footage because I was just trying to find the right feel for my character. And you will see in a little bit the kind of feel I was going for. So there you go. You guys will see. We're gonna jump a little bit ahead. I'm gonna skip right through, and we're gonna see the final customized character. So there you have it. My character, and her name is Ivana Hamsalat, nicknamed Dark Schmexy. I wanted Dark Sexy, but they wouldn't let me have it. So we're gonna go with Dark Schmexy, Ivana Humpalot. And by the way, spoilers coming up. If you don't want to see this, skip ahead about 5 minutes, or I'll add a timestamp in the description. You could just skip ahead.
Terrorist attack on the headquarters of the multinational.
I'll let you guys watch this.
It's been over a week since the first reports of widespread destruction in this now abandoned commercial district of Tokyo. We join our Asian correspondents to ask, just what is the Japanese government hiding, and why?
Good afternoon. Are you... From the look of things, I guess that question is moot. Bee problem? There's a lot of that going around. I represent an organization headquartered in London. A very large organization with branches across the globe and connections in every government. Although we see ourselves as a silent partner. We pull strings, big strings. Prime ministers, presidents, kings. Dark days are coming. The world is in turmoil and we're recruiting. Soldiers, agents, adventurers, crusaders. And we offer good terms, a fresh start, a network unlike any other, unlimited resources, a fantastic medical plan, and a way to harness and use your incredible powers. It may be a big transition, but look at it this way. This is a unique opportunity. You have been chosen. You have been granted powers beyond what most can imagine. So you can either be an outcast in a world that will never understand or accept what you've become, or you can join others like you. Take a stand against a rising darkness, and embark on a journey into the unknown, into the hidden places, into the secret world. The choice, as we're so fond of saying, is entirely yours. But know this. Your emerging powers will attract plenty of attention, and not everyone is as accommodating as we are. On your own, you'll be easy prey. You might not last a week. This will get you where you need to go. There are instructions inside. Use it or don't use it, it's your prerogative. You won't see me again. I trust you'll make the right decision. By the way, our organization is called the Templars. You may have heard of us. We've been around a while. Good day.
Sorry, can't let you through without authorization. Look, I don't know what that's supposed to be, but it's not...
All right, lads, D.I. Shelley, they're with me. Do us both a favour and don't go flashing that letter around out here. The boys on the cordons haven't been briefed. As far as they're concerned, this is all just heightened awareness after the terrorist attack in Tokyo. But I don't deal with the bureaucracy. I deal with the truth. About the secret London. About the Templars. I'd say... I hope you know what you're getting yourself into. But you have no idea. Even I only get as involved as I have to, for the sake of us little people. You've seen it on the news. The Tokyo incident. That's what happens when your new crowd lets things get out of hand. Not here. Not on my watch. That's the deal. That's always been the deal. You'll be safe inside, Eldwick. Go see one of the prophets prophesying up the road by the tube station. They'll fill you in on the kind of crazy you've got ahead of you. Best be prepared. My sincerest condolences.
Okay then, so yeah. Right off the bat, what I thought, this was like right out of the gate. I'm like, oh, this feels like crap. That was my initial impression for about the first half an hour, 45 minutes. Would you shut up? I'm trying to talk here. But my first impressions throughout the first maybe half hour, 45 minutes of game was that, oh, this is going to be. No, this is not going to be good at all. And but it started to grow on me. I have to say, it started to grow on me. And as you can see, the game itself is fairly good looking. I just don't know what it is about the character animations. It's just not doing it for me. I don't know what it is. It's just not doing it. I have no clue. why they look clunky and the combat is uninspired, and I'll show you guys what I mean in a little bit. But other than that, like, the cities look absolutely phenomenal. And another cutscene. Like, the first part of the tutorial is basically all cutscenes. Yeah.
There's a storm coming. Mundo storm. Paint your glass houses shut.
You don't have to
Okay.
take his word for it. This is a warning from the sun. It says it's old and tired and scared of death. It says you've lived as young gods for too long. Spoiled children who only need to wish for something and it'll come true. Well, those days are gone now and won't be here again. Sorry! I'll show you how it all goes down through the medium of unreliable narration. A vision of the future. This could be your lucky day. Tomorrow and all the ones after, not so much. It's a hot, wet day. You ever notice how the apocalypse always comes on a wet day? There's the smell of warm air and stale piss. The atmosphere is electric. I mean, actually electric. Sparking off the tracks, lifting and snapping your hair. A voice over the speakers that you don't hear. You itch. The black signal sounds. Lights out.
Okay, as you can see, I have to stop talking because of all the major cutscenes. But we're going to skip right ahead, and we're going to go into the little tutorial combat training area, which in turn has another cutscene, as you guys will see. And I'll show you, and I'll give you my opinion exactly, and you can actually see why I think the combat is clunky. And the combat is uninspired. The animations are... I know it's in beta, or this was the beta build, but I mean, they could have done better, and you guys will see. We'll see about it in a second. But we're gonna have a cutscene, so I'll shut up.
Christ Almighty, we've got our work cut out for us. The Crucible is my house, and in my house, my word is law. Forget your mother's teat. From now on, this is your home. This is where you learn to stay alive. You've come here an empty slate. You have potential, that's why you were recruited, but that potential needs strict guidance. You're a loaded weapon, and if you don't learn to control yourself and channel your powers, you'll end up hurting yourself or others. You have the ability to manifest anima, your life force in the physical world, to enhance your strength, your physical attributes, to do magic. Martial magic, none of that fairy stuff. Whatever trinket you hold in your hand is merely a way to direct your powers. We don't do magic wands here. Through your weapon, you channel and wield your magic. And never mind why this power has been awakened in you. You're not the only one, and you're not the chosen one. You're part of an army. Our army. And from now on, you'll do what you're told. It's the way of the Templars. Consider this your playground. It's not like being out in the front lines, but is close enough. We have a choice of weapons for you to practice with. Try as many as you wish. When we're done, you get to pick one. You want to make sure you're comfortable with your weapon. It'll be the only thing between you and a trip to the graveyard. Those things are called Rakshasa, the basic hellhounds. We keep them chained. They used to make such a mess of the new recruits. Use them for target practice. Don't worry, they don't feel a thing, and they're unworthy of mercy. Spend your time in the Crucible well. There's no point rushing things. Out there, the demons aren't chained up, and you don't have me around to save your sorry ass. Go on, get started. I'll offer some guidance along the way.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir. But yeah, as you can see, like the first the tutorial section is very cutscene oriented. And you really don't have much of a choice. You just have to go with it. And I also didn't really like the menus and how you. And as you can see,
ability points are used to purchase the abilities that determine how a character fights. The ability wheel can be opened by pushing N. Abilities come in two varieties.
I was gonna say, thanks for the tutorial for pushing a letter.
Actives are the abilities on the hotbar,
I'll let you guys
which are
watch
activated
this.
during combat. Passives,
Again,
once equipped,
because since everything is being spoon-fed in this game.
Instead, they provide the player with a variety of effects, from modifying actives to cause additional damage, to providing the player with immunities and buffs. Each segment of the ability wheel contains 7 abilities. These abilities have an escalating cost from top to bottom. The cost of an ability is visible beneath the ability icon. The character's available ability points are displayed in the center of the wheel. Abilities must be purchased in order. Purchasing one ability will unlock the next ability in that cell for purchase. The ability at the end of any segment is known as an elite ability. Characters may only have one elite passive and one elite active equipped at any time. Once purchased, abilities can be equipped to the bottom left bar for actives or the bottom right bar for passives. Regardless of how many abilities a player owns, they are always restricted to 7 active and 7 passive at a time.
Okay, so we keep getting rudely interrupted, but yeah, that's the points wheel. You put it's sort of like a talent specialization, and as you can see, like even the animations, I don't know what it is, guys. I mean, it just isn't great. I mean, the weapons itself, the weapons you use are uninspired. There's nothing cool and flashy about it. I don't know about later levels because this was just the beta, but I mean, there's just nothing there to be like, whoa, that was awesome or something like that. No, it's just very uninspired. But the game did start to grow on me. I found myself, I wanted to progress further and further into the story to find out what happens. And as you can see there, these are the attacks. As you can see, very clunky animations. They look almost like, animations and characters from 5 years ago. To tell you the truth, for a brand new MMO coming out, this type of animation, I mean, I don't know, especially if this is going to be a pay-to-play game. I don't know if this is going to be subscription-based. I believe they were planning on it. It might be a buy-to-play, but unfortunately, as you can see, very uninspired. You just, there's just nothing there. There really isn't nothing there about the combat. This is one of my major gripes with this beta that I had, was that it's the combat. Look at it. It's so blah. I mean, there's nothing like when you play a game and you're playing an MMO, you want to be a hero and all that stuff. You want to go around, solving people's issues and dealing with bad guys. You want to look flashy. You want to look badass. And this game does not provide it in the animations and the look of your character. Okay, let's move on ahead. I think I've portrayed my opinions on the combat, and we're actually going to move to the portal section of the game. I guess this is the portal hub, where you move between the sections of the world. You can actually go from city to city from here. And I thought this area was extremely cool. And as soon as you enter, as per usual, there's going to be a cutscene. So there you go. I'll let you guys watch this.
Hello? Yes? Now this is the Hollow Earth, Agartha. I do hope you're not here for the local service. It's running somewhat tardy. And by my watch, it's 100 years overdue at 1/4 the hour. Judging from the cut of you, you're more of a world traveller. Well, you've come to the right place. This underground realm, like the great British rail system, is the very model of efficiency. Agartha's thoroughfares sprout from the Tree of Life and connect back to the surface. Distance and time bend in here. Why, you can cross the globe in a brisk walk. Of course, it's perfectly safe. No one's entirely sure how it works. Quite bedeviled, the science boffins, but I'm assured they have their top men on it. Top men. Now, you'll need one of these. Mind your fingers. Thank you. Fascinating devices. Fortunately, there's still enough to hand out like sweets. Consider it your anchor to the hollow earth. It can return you here in a flash, proverbially and quite literally. Well then, onwards to the New England coast, what?
Okay then. That's another thing that I'm having had a little bit of issues is the amount of cutscene and everything being spoon-fed to you in the game. There's no discovery. It's just, you know, given to you. There you go. Here you go. This is how it works. And this is the skill point trees where you put points in and make your abilities stronger, and the type of weapon you're using makes it make those abilities stronger. And that popped up right there on the screen is your character menu, character items. That's where you slot them. Yeah, I know, not much. And this is the talent, I guess, ability wheel. Where you pick up your abilities and you put points into it, and you need a certain amount of that particular currency, I guess. And it has a fairly detailed description of what each ability does. But, again, like I said, when you actually use those abilities, they're very uninspired. They don't provide anything special. That's the key word, is they don't provide anything special. When you're launching a new MMO, there has to be something special about it. World of Warcraft, obviously, it was special because of the massive world and content that they provided, and story. Oh, and another thing here, every single game should have this, an in-game web browser. Oh my god, this is one of the features I absolutely freaking loved about this game. It was awesome. I freaking loved it. The in-game browser. Every game developers out there, take a note, put a note in your notepad. In-game browser is a must-have. Get on it. So yeah, instead of tabbing out, you could just bring up the. I discovered that by mistake. I just pressed the random button, and it happened. I don't know what's going on there, but oh, that's the map screen. And I was just messing around here, trying to figure out what all the buttons did and all that sorts of stuff. But I discovered the web browser, and it was awesome. It was probably my favorite part of the game, was having an in-game web browser, which probably doesn't say much about the game, unfortunately. And here, I don't know why I walked. You can just walk through that damn portal, and it just zooms you all the way across. I was a dumbass and walked through it. So there you go. And the first area, and actually the only area I visited in this game, again, there's nothing that we haven't seen before. It's very uninspired. It's you guys will see. We're gonna skip ahead a little bit. We're gonna go. As you can see, the worlds look absolutely amazing, but again, the characters and everything else is uninspired. This is what I found. Uninspired is the, and I decided to, of course, I decide to jump off of a bottomless into a bottomless pit. So there you go. That's just me for you. That's just me for you. Do I go through the portal this time? I think I do. No, not this time. What the hell was I thinking? Go through it, yeah. There we go. See, it just zooms you right across. I don't know why they did that. Maybe they wanted to look cool. I thought it was pretty cool. And I kept going, but you couldn't access the other areas. I don't know if you need to be a certain level or if it just wasn't available in the beta. But anyways, let's skip ahead forward to the first section and only section that I visited in the game, aside from the tutorial area. And I'll let you know my opinions on that. Okay, so you jump right in the first section. First area of the game is as you can see, a zombie apocalypse. Oh yeah, we're gonna shoot some zombies. Yeah. Shoot them in the head, right between the eyes.
They deserve their 6 feet, same as everyone else. I'm sworn to keeping guard here, and
this guy's such a stereotypical zombie apocalypse character. Good lord.
I'll buy you a beer at the apocalypse.
All right, partner.
Come on, kid. Saddle up.
All right. Let me go get my horse. Already. Headshot. Okay, so the first actual real area that you go into is the zombie apocalypse, and unfortunately, again, it's nothing that we haven't seen before. It has a very, very Left 4 Dead-y type of atmosphere to it. As you can even see, like, even the zombies, like, the animations are uninspired. There's nothing. You see, I chose to be a caster type, and see, it's. Look at the combat. This is essentially the combat. Just look at it. It's so uninspired. It is so uninspired. Look at it. I don't know about you guys. Leave a comment section from what you're seeing on the screen. I mean, it's just not there. I mean, I don't know what it is, but the game does. Like I said, the game started to grow on me, and I just wanted to see what the hell was going to happen. And I'm also interested in seeing the other two starting areas, the Illuminati and the other ones, just to see how the story progresses, because I think that it has a pretty neat concept behind it, and I'm into that kind of like conspiracy type stuff. But I don't know, guys. The game started to grow on me, and I did start to like it after a while, about an hour and a half of playing. But annoying alarm, but. It's very uninspired, very empty. It does not feel polished. The game. That's another thing. The game doesn't feel polished. I don't know if it's because it's in the beta or not, but it doesn't feel polished. And for a game due to release on June 12, 2012, it doesn't look ready at all. I am sorry, but it does not. It's just not ready. I don't think. It's very unpolished, very uninspired, and if this is a buy to play, means you buy it once and you don't have to pay a subscription fee, I'll definitely pick up this game, because I had enough enjoyment out of it to justify paying $60 for the game. Or even if it would really work well on a free to play model. But other than that, on a buy the game and then paid subscription, I don't see this game doing successfully in the MMO market. I just don't. It just doesn't have enough, and it's just too uninspired to be successful. Well, that's it for me, guys. I hope you enjoyed this first look and review of the beta that I participated for the Secret World, developed by Funcom, published by EA. If you have any comments or any feedback, or just let me know what you thought about the game, leave it in the comment section below. Also, link to the Secret World website will be in the description. I thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you're first time watching, and share this video around, and hit that thumbs up button. It helps a lot. I will see you guys next time. Later, guys. Bye.